I'm at Istanbul International Airport preparing to take a 21-hour journey from Istanbul to Sydney with a quick stop in Kuala Lumpur for refueling and a crew change. This is one of the longest flights out there, even with the stop. And I'm told you don't get off the plane, so it really will be 21 hours in a single seat. Fortunately, we're going to business class today. Another day, another A350, but that's fine by me. There's no better aircraft to fly long haul on, if you ask me. Remote stand for us today. Looks like we'll get bused to the plane because we get to see the planes a bit closer up. This will be the longest flight I've taken by a long shot, and it's split up into two legs. There's the first leg from Istanbul to Kuala Lumpur, which is about 10.5 hours, then a refueling stop for about 2 hours, and then we're going to go for another 8 hours over to Sydney. And it'll be my first time in Australia. Turkish Airlines have a bunch of A350-1000s on order, so they can do this whole flight without stopping at Kuala Lumpur. It's just kind of a shame if you like getting value for money, because here I'm going to get 21 hours of business class for what turned out to actually be less than a single economy ticket from the UK. So it's a win-win for everyone involved. Hey, how are you? Thank you.
The bus to the remote stand didn't take too long, and boy was it worth it. It's not for everyone, but getting this close to an aircraft is always a huge buzz. Before I give Ryanair any more ideas to charge extra for, look at the awesome Rolls-Royce XWB engine here.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, thank you. Yeah, from here, please.
Well, welcome on board Turkish Airlines A350-900. Really, really nice. It does feel a bit claustrophobic at first glance. It's quite tight in some places, but at the same time not. So we'll just see how it goes. I've got a long way to go in this seat. Right. What a menu. Look at this. It's like a broadsheet newspaper. It's amazing though. They've put the locations of where the cheeses and products are from, canapes, lamb shank, grilled prawns, homemade linguine and lobster sauce. Then it's before landing, there'll be another meal and you can get snacks at any time. It's really nice and it's a beautiful menu. It's made well, it feels nice. It's an incredible business class experience so far. I'm really happy with what Turkish Airlines are offering. Hello.
Can I take the order?
Yes, please. Do I choose from one of these, or is that?
They will come with the trolley. You can choose.
You can choose whatever. Okay.
I only need your hot
The main.
option.
You say the prawns or the lamb is better?
Lamb is better.
We'll do lamb then. Thank you. There's an actual onboard chef here. Turkish Airlines really taking their culinary experience to a new level. Let's have a little seat tour. Over here we've got some light controls. There you go. Different settings, different amounts, and you can sort of dim them as well, or have them all off like that. And the seat controls all here. You can't really see. Oh, there you go. Do not disturb, lay flat, lights, everything. Take off. Cool attendance. Nice touchscreen. Worried I'm going to knock it with my arm. Tray table is here in the front, but I can't get it out at the moment.
Brute force came to the rescue in the end. Meanwhile, we also had pillows, a thin comfy blanket, and a pair of slippers. A top-tier amenity in my book.
The remote here for the TV is the same as Etihad, although it's a little bit sharper, I think. Once again, my fat fingers can't do anything, but we'll figure it out. What's really cool is that it locks, which is quite nice if you're on your own. It's something I think about from time to time when I'm doing these and I go off somewhere. What happens if someone just takes my phone? There's no cameras that I know of. Like, anyone could have it. They can't check everyone on the way out. It's not huge, but it'll do. Drawback is the charger. The 3-pin and USB-A are also in there, which is also fine, but they've had to even put a sign to say don't charge anything when the compartment's locked. It just begs the question, why was it even put there in the first place? Yep. There's even something that stops you from doing it. You have to have it open, so you can't go to the bathroom or something quickly while you're charging a laptop and stuff. Show-stopping piece though is this, the IFE. What an amazing IFE this is. Very, very responsive. We've got tons of content. Let's go through some of this quickly now. We've got plenty of time. So, Young Sheldon, Big Bang Theory. Young Sheldon passes the Noel Phillips test. Friends, some things, Detectorists, The Office. Oh, The Middle. I love The Middle. My wife loves The Middle. I'll watch that. It's a huge range of stuff, from classics to newer things. Oh, Good Doctor, another fan favourite of my wife. Silicon Valley. I've heard good things about Silicon Valley. I've never actually seen it. A really incredible selection. Let's see how much Big Bang Theory they have. Alright, 24 episodes. Days, it goes on and on and on. Look at all this. Wow. This is just TV programs, so 1,945 in total. Let's see what the movies are like. Got Wicked, Gladiator 2, Moana 2, Complete Unknown. These are all brand new movies as far as I know. They have clearly put a lot into their IFE selection. And when you're doing 21-hour trips, that makes all the difference. Right, I think I could do that for hours, and I won't do it because it's not great content. But all you need to know is the selection's amazing. Before we take off, I just wanted to say thanks for making it this far. If you've been enjoying yourself and you haven't already, if you consider subscribing, that would mean the world to me. I cannot believe I'm going to be on this plane for 21 hours.
The first leg of this epic journey halfway across the globe took us east out of Istanbul's runway 36, across Turkey and Iran, skirting around Afghanistan, over Pakistan, India, and crossing the Bay of Bengal, before following the western coast of southern Thailand and finally into Kuala Lumpur's runway 32 right. A flight time of 9 hours and 35 minutes, cruising at 37 and 39,000 feet.
Airborne out of Istanbul and on our way to Kuala Lumpur for the first stop of the day. It was a fairly bumpy exit. The winds moved us around a little bit. But the worst part was I completely forgot, despite saying it about 50 times, we're on an A350 again. And I didn't have the tail camera going at all. So now I do. But of course I missed the best part. And I didn't even use it while the ground crew were getting everything going. There's always something, right? Our crew have been around, taken drinks order within not even 3 minutes of being airborne. So now my plan, I think, is going to be have a drink or two, have some dinner, and try and go to sleep. Obviously, we're going to Australia, and they are 10-ish hours ahead, I think. I don't really... Usually I just stay on UK time, but I don't really just want to see Sydney at night. So I'm going to try and get ahead, get myself rested, plus I only had about 2 hours sleep last night, so I'm knackered. Anyways, enough rambling from me. Wait for dinner to come, sit back and enjoy the flight a little bit, try and get a good sleep, and then on the next flight over to Sydney from Kuala Lumpur, which will be a full daytime flight, I'll just stay up, get some work done, and then hopefully I should be adjusted. Okay, let's do a quick amenity kit review. It feels very light, so I don't know what's going to be in it. It's a really nice case though, and the parfum, like a foam, like a nice eye mask. Turkish logo, Colgate, earbuds, grippy socks, but they're very thin. So not like high quality socks, but socks nonetheless. Then the toothbrush to go with your toothpaste. Little lip balm. And a little hand cream. And that's your lot. Not a great deal, but it is okay. Everything else so far has been excellent. I think I've broken the bag already, never mind. But everything else has been excellent. The essentials are there in the amenity kit. Plus, it's a nice case. Take it home, give it to someone. Stop and figure out how to get my table out though. It seems to be jammed. Perfect. Got some little appetizers here, little starters. Grazing board, samosa. So nice. We haven't been bought any cutlery, so I'm assuming it's deeply in. Well, I already got it. Okay.
Please return to your seats and keep your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt signs are off. Thank you.
That's a good opportunity to show you this. Just like a car, I've got a shoulder strap. Which feels kind of weird, but you kind of get used to it and just feel really snug and secure and familiar. Grilled aubergine and cheese. It's delicious. And again, 3 things I would never order or make for myself. I don't know why. I'm just a creature of habit, but on a plane or given no other option, I love it every time. Always loving the big adventures. And the options for dinner, which are cooked by an onboard chef, which is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I just asked the chef, what would she prefer? I was going to have a seafood pasta. She said the lamb shank is the one to have, so that's what I'm going for. This, by the way, is a Tattinger Brut. I think it's like 4 years old. Not a fancy champagne. Not that I know any different, but it tastes good and it's bubbly.
Food was served 1 course at a time, bread made from a really old grain. I got my fill of miniatures with the adorable olive oil and salt and pepper shakers. Then a lamb shank that was as Instagram friendly as it was delicious. A cracking recommendation from the chef, but I've no doubt the seafood linguine would have also been stellar.
Right, dinner's done. I'm exhausted. Time to get some sleep and get on Australian time. See if I can get this bed put flat.
In keeping with the limited storage theme of this seat, since the base is solid, you can't extend the seat out with anything on the floor, and it blocks access to the underfootwell storage when it's in lay-flat configuration.
Well, crew got the bed all sorted out for me. Everything just in the nick of time. I'm about to collapse. Hopefully I'll sleep for a decent amount. We've only got 6.5 hours left of this leg though, because it somehow took 3.5 hours. Just to get through the meal service. It was pretty slow. Actually, one of the slowest I've had because everything was served in separate courses. Lovely, but I really wanted to sleep a lot more on this flight, so bit of a pity in that regard. Delicious food though. Catch up with you guys in the morning. Oh, good morning, good night, good evening. I think it's about 11 p.m. Got about 2 hours of sleep. Not the best. The seat's not the most comfortable in the world unless you lay like a zombie, lay like a vampire. There's a few toddlers in the cabin that are not the most quiet. It's not their fault, but it doesn't make it any easier for people that are trying to sleep, even with earplugs. What are our views on toddlers on planes being noisy? You can't help it. They can't help it. I understand. It doesn't mean it makes it any more comfortable for other people. But yeah, about 3.5 hours to go. We're currently over somewhere east of India, heading on the way down to Kuala Lumpur. I'm going to get a coffee, get the day started, because I'm awake now. Maybe I'll take a nap on the second leg. Alright, toilet review. Pretty well thought out. Got a little storage space. Nothing in it. More storage than the actual seat itself. Little air vent, 110 volt. Cool attendant. Always no smoking. I love they've got the pedals here, because for some reason not every plane does that. You have to put your hand on this disgusting thing. Soaps and things. Cologne. Hand creams from Molten Brown. Baby change. No idea what that is. Coat hook. Mirror. Hello. That's really about it. More coat hooks. You can hang whatever you want in here. Tons of coat hooks. Flight's going fine. The children in business section are running wild, and as a parent, I feel for the parents. I feel for the kids who are just really bored. But as a person who has had 2 hours sleep in the last 24 hours, it's really frustrating when toddlers won't just be quiet. I'm trying not to be one of those people, but I could really do with some sleep, and I'm just not going to get it, which is okay. I'm going to get coffee, get some extra work done. If I can push through from now until when we land and I get to the hotel, I'll basically be time adjusted for Australia anyway, so not the end of the world. Alright, well, this is your breakfast for me. Beautiful piece of mozzarella, tomato, zucchini and stuff like that. Grilled vegetables. Not sure what that is. Not sure what that is, but give it all a go because I'm starving. Could I have an orange juice and another coffee, please?
Coffee black?
Thank you. I have to say, the crew are pretty good. And then the best fresh orange juice. Thank you. I always feel like orange juice is a good shout on a plane. You're in a metal tube with a bunch of people, and who knows? You can always do with a vitamin C boost. Oh, it's so fresh, it's incredible. That is so good. This is not a bad seat. It's not the best in the world. In my opinion, this would be one of the best seats to have on anything under 8 hours, because the sleep you get on it. Alright, turbulence. Anyway, as I was saying, the seat is not the most comfortable to sleep on. It's a little bit cramped, it's quite claustrophobic, but everything else is great. Like, it's really cozy, it's fairly private, it's got little touches, but there's not a ton of storage. You've really got this just little cubby here, which is fantastic. I love that it locks, but that's really it. There's a little like seat back style holder down at the bottom that's filled with the menu and safety card, and you can't get a great deal else in there, and that's literally it as far as storage goes. Things like the screen, the tilting screen, make a huge difference. It's a really, really cozy place to be for 8 hours or so. As we approach now 10 hours and starting to feel a bit cramped, so I'm actually glad now that we will be getting off the plane for a little bit in Kuala Lumpur just while they refuel. Then we get back to it, and I can see how it goes when I don't have to sleep and it's just about being functional for a workspace. I'll tell you, the first airline that decides to put Microsoft Flight Sim and a yoke in their business class cabins is going to be sold out for months. Although I'm sure they probably don't want a bunch of F geeks walking around, going up to the cockpit saying, "I'll be back here if you need me." I'm quite sleep deprived. If you're looking for a business class seat, maybe your first business class trip, highly recommend Turkish Airlines on a long haul flight. Just do it. It's 100% worth it. If you've never been on business before, this is a great introduction. And to say it's not good is only coming from the ability and the fortune to have tried a bunch of other business class products. So this is the one for you. Don't do the Emirates, don't do the Qatar, don't do the Etihad. For the price, and certain routes with Turkish will be way, way, way lower than Qatar, anything like that. So take this flight. You can see the difference between like the top tier Etihad, Qatar, in the crew in particular, and the seats, I suppose, feels like just a rung behind, but as far as value for money goes, can't be beaten. And if you really want to push the boat out, get a low budget flight to somewhere like Cairo or Tunisia, take a connecting flight from there to Istanbul and onward from there. You'll get 2 business class flights for cheaper than a direct flight from Istanbul to your final destination. That's your top tip. Fly from Cairo, fly from Tunisia, fly from Marrakesh, anywhere that they'll connect to. Just look up the prices. It's almost always cheaper from these sort of northern African hubs. That's what I do, and that's why I do it. It's why I get to fly these. It still comes out of my own pocket. The airlines don't sponsor me, clearly, because I'm not raving about every single one. So yeah, that's the way to do it. If you can, if you have the means but don't want to blow a ton of money on a business class flight and you got a little extra time, connect in Egypt, connect in Marrakesh. Casablanca during the summer. And if you're not trying to do business class flights, or even if you are, there's a link in the description below. If you book through one of those links, it really helps the channel out. It doesn't cost you anything. It might not be the best price, so still shop around. But if you do end up buying through there, thank you very much. It would mean a lot, and it would really support and help the channel and help me carry on doing these reviews. We are just on our final descent now. It's a beautiful morning by the looks of things, clear skies with some clouds out in the distance. Some really cool storm cells actually.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your way over.
Bye.
Hello, C14 straight to the gate.
C40.
I love that you've made it this far. Thank you so much for choosing to watch this video. Do subscribe if you haven't already to catch part 2 of this 10,000 mile, 21-hour journey to Sydney via Kuala Lumpur coming out next week. In the meantime, keep your head in the clouds and I hope to see you guys on the next one.